Establishment and development of a lunar community and activity space by children for children. Long before we were born, 12 astronauts walked on the moon. And now, with the Artemis mission, humanity is about to go to the moon again. About 350 companies have already bought a piece of land on the moon through ASTRAX. ASTRAX, at our suggestion, is using Minecraft to realize a concrete image of the owners of the lunar lands of ASTRAX Lunar City, building virtual buildings on the lands of each lunar landowner and connecting them to create a three-dimensional mapping of the lunar city. As long as it is within a game with no age restrictions, they can interact with each other without regard to location or time zone. Therefore, we challenged ourselves to establish a lunar community and activity place for children. We named it Lunar Kids Village within Minecraft. Minecraft is a popular adventure and building game for children in Japan, with about 140 million monthly active users worldwide, over 238 million software units sold, and the most viewed game video on YouTube. Minecraft allows users to collaborate online to build their creative worlds. In addition, many extension modifications, created by the game's players voluntarily have been released, including mods that recreate space environments. Thus, even children can freely design buildings and vehicles in space. In addition, it is compatible with PCs, home game consoles, tablets, and smartphones. It is also highly customizable. For these reasons, we considered Minecraft a suitable platform for Lunar Kids Village. Minecraft currently has several editions: the Java Edition, the Bedrock Edition, and the Education Edition. Bedrock Edition is released as Minecraft for Windows 10 and is made in C++. In Japan, there are still few families where children have access to a computer at home. To encourage more children to participate, the integrated version, which can be played on home game consoles, was thought to have significant advantages. However, when using a rental server and playing multiplayer games via the internet, it didn't prove easy to participate in multiplayer games from home game consoles. When the devices used were limited to PCs, the advantages of the Bedrock Edition were considered to be small. Java Edition is easy to install mods and has a high degree of freedom. Therefore, we used the Minecraft Java Edition to establish a Lunar Kids Village in a lunar-like environment. The version was set to 1.12.2. In addition, we used the educational version for a trial multiplayer game. To recreate the space environment, we used Mitch Petrie's McDoodle Galacticraft mod, version 1.12.2 to 4.0.2.280. This mod allows us to go from the Earth to the Moon, Mars, Venus, asteroids, etc. Since our goal is to create a community of children on the Moon, we used the Earth and the Moon. The mod also reproduces the Moon's unique environment, including gravity, temperature changes, etc. There are three main ways to play multiplayer. We decided to use a rental server. For the rental server for multiplayer play, we considered using Kurono VPS 2 GB and AWS, Amazon Web Services, EC2 to create T2 Micro and T2 Medium instances. Kurono VPS has a template for Minecraft, so it is easy to set up. On the other hand, AWS instances cost only as long as they are running, so costs can be kept down even if multiple instances are used. Based on this, we considered suitable sizes and operating systems, using Kurono VPS for the initial stage and AWS EC2 for the latter half of the project. "15 children between the ages of 6 and 13 from Tokyo, Kyoto, and Hiroshima participated in the workshop. For children playing Minecraft on a PC for the first time, we gave them a lecture on how to get started using Zoom, first in groups of 3 or 4, and then taught them how to install and operate Minecraft. After about a week, when the children were comfortable with the game, we taught them individually how to play multiplayer game and install mods. By explaining the game separately, even children in the lower elementary school grades could understand and play the game well. After that, they were free to come and go as they pleased. For the activities in the educational version of Minecraft, we also decided to meet once a week for about 2 months at a set time. In the first world we created, we prepared in advance a skyscraper as a center and several houses. The children chose the house of their choice as their own, remodeling it to their liking and adding interior decorations. We also held a summer festival as a village event, created various stalls, and held a fireworks display. Next, they created a moon base. On the moon, each of them could make a small base. First issues is hardware for children. Japan has low rates of computer ownership and use among children. Few families have a computer for their children to use for their own personal use. Even if there are computers for children, they are often old and with low specifications. Minecraft requires rather high specs, so older PCs sometimes do not run well or do not work properly. The Bedrock and educational versions of Minecraft are automatically updated. It is not possible to specify which version to play on these editions. The next problem is with multiplayer, especially versions. If there is an update, it would need to be announced in advance that each person will update their own version before they start playing multiplayer. For the Java version, this problem does not occur because you specify the version to play. When we first started playing multiplayer, there were incidents of unintentional destruction of items made by others. There were also incidents of unintentional destruction caused by TNT, an item that exploded. To prevent this from happening, it is adequate to make it a rule not to destroy buildings made by other children and to restrict in advance where each child can create freely. During the multiplayer sessions, chatting is possible, but much is difficult to communicate. To speak more freely, creating a Zoom conference room simultaneously to create a conversation was adequate. Today's children are busy with cram school, extracurricular activities, etc., and it is difficult for them to get together simultaneously. However, by using a multi-server system that they could enter whenever they wanted, they could share the same world regardless of time and place. Messages were sometimes given using signboards. In the digital world, using a message board is an interesting way to communicate. However, since it could not be used for urgent communication, it was necessary to have the students contact their guardians when the world could not be opened due to server maintenance or other reasons. Discode may be helpful as a better communication method. Discode is widely used, especially among young people, because of its rich functions and ease of use. In addition to Minecraft, we considered the use of metaverse spaces. However, major metaverse platforms such as VRChat and Decentraland do not allow children under the age of 13 to participate. In such a situation, Cluster is one of the few metaverse platforms that is completely free, has no trading of NFTs, etc., and has no age restrictions. However, a more familiar metaverse platform to us might be a platform for games like Fortnite, Minecraft, or Animal Crossing. We were able to create a children's community, Lunar Kids Village, using Minecraft. We found several challenges with the computer and multiplayer. Minecraft was suitable for children to gather and collaborate. Other possibilities for game platforms were demonstrated. By continuing the activity, a social movement could be conducted as a children's lunar community. Thanks for your attention.